What's up, everybody? It's Autel Evo 2 update 2.5.18. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite big boy from the big island of Hawaii. And today we'll be talking about the Autel update 2.5.18 that was released a couple of days ago. And Merry Christmas to all of you. If this is the first time to my channel, please don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I usually do drone tech related stuff, gear reviews, and YouTube tips and tricks, whatever floats my boat. Let's go. 2.5.18. So they have released a new version, 2.5.18, with the Autel Explorer app for the iOS, which is version 1.8.13, and they also released the Android 1.1.7.19. So you will have to update the Android or iOS Autel app first. The way you do that, you just start up the Autel app without even hooking it up to your controller or your drone, and you just start it up, and it should have a prompt in the bottom for you to update that app. Once you finished updating the app, now you can hook it up to your controller. You'll hook it up and you'll set up your drone. I suggest that you usually remove the gimbal cover, set up your drone as such right here as I do it. Usually I remove my propellers. I take them off just like this, just to prevent unnecessary propeller spin-ups, whatever, while as they're running the update. Make sure that your controller is above 25% and also that your phone has current charge, and therefore set it up just like this, hook it up, start up your drone, start up your controller, and then you can start updating. The update should prompt you automatically in your app the moment you stay in the main screen where it says mission or camera, and in the bottom there should be a blue bar that tells you that there's a new version 2.5.18. What did come new with 2.5.18? We look at it, Evo 2 aircraft activation. So there's a new activation thing that you have to do one time, and that one time should activate your drone based on flight logs and all that stuff. I think they're preparing for that remote ID stuff, just to make sure that that drone is hooked up to your app with the profile which you saving your flight logs, and if you pretty much like load them up to the cloud. Next, they added Oblique photography mission mode. What does that mean? At first, they had the mission mode, and in the mission mode itself, the photography was actually done based on that the drone was looking straight down. Oblique tells you that it's actually taking a picture from 60-degree angle of those things to create 3D models. Next on the list, you have added the option to turn off the LED indicators in the front and the rear arms. You can now turn off the front LEDs, and you can turn off the rear LEDs on your stuff. Is that necessarily the best option for you? In my eyes, it's not. It's totally unnecessary because I always want to know where my drone is at. And if you do it at nighttime, you need to have LED indicators anyways, and it helps you because of the color scheme of your stuff. You know which way your drone is facing. They also added the option for beta users to roll back the firmware to the latest public released version. So you're not stuck anymore. If you upload to the beta version, you want to try out a new version, you can always roll back afterwards to the latest version that was released. Added radiometric support for infrared 640T sensor in picture-in-picture mode, which applies to the Autel Evo 2 Duo. Then you have added crosshatch feature in Polygon missions. So that is, crosshatch means it goes like this sideways and it comes back that way as well. Before, it just had that triangle mode where it just was going one way and it was just taking a picture. Now it keeps going back and forth, so you can actually add a lot more stuff on your waypoints and move it around so that it will take pictures from an object on the left and from the right and tries to create a better visual for the 3D models. Users can manually input GPS coordinates in waypoint missions now. So if you have the GPS coordinates, you will be able to punch it in. Haven't really tried it, to be honest, so therefore I'll just go with what GPS my phone has, and I'm pretty good with it. Bug fixes and optimizations that came in are optimized takeoff button hold time to eliminate accidental activations. Apparently some people was holding the controller such as this, and they was holding the landing or the takeoff button on the left over here while they was putting down the drone. That button actually takes longer now before you can take off. Optimize the IMU calibration diagram display. A lot of people had issues, such as me. I ended up on step 3 being stuck. They optimized that now. They had it more better in the description. It actually looks nicer as well when you do your IMU calibration. The pictures and stuff indicate more to you how to do your IMU calibration. Optimize the warning message display times. So before, it used to always come up constantly, or no more GPS, or adding mode activated, or whatever, and it just kept going. So they optimized that now, so it just shows up 1 time, 2 times, and then I think after that I didn't even have it anymore. Next on the list, we have fixed mobile flight logs display error in iOS. I can't tell you nothing about it, to be honest, because I don't have an iPhone. Mine's one is all Android. Fix the EXP settings saving issue in Android. A lot of people had problems when they was doing the EXP and they was setting up their sensitivity and all that stuff, the way the controller handles the drone. It wasn't saved. As soon as they turned it off and they went back into the app and they tried it out, the EXP was set back to 0, and it was kind of annoying. So they're claiming here that they actually fixed it. I never had the problem, so therefore I can't really say anything about it. Fixed English translation errors. So I guess there were some typos, or maybe even the translations were kind of wrong for certain different stuff. I don't know what that means. Notes. Please download and upgrade the Autel Explorer app to the latest version before upgrading the firmware. So you have to upload first the Autel Explorer app, as I told you in the beginning of the video, and then you can update the drone itself. You will be asked to activate your aircraft after you install the new firmware, connect to the app, and follow the 2 steps to finish activation. Internet connection on your mobile device is required. Once you activate it, you can fly as usual. No more activation will be needed in the future. The Autel Care program will be ready soon. Please stay tuned. So they don't have the Autel Care plan activated yet, which is pretty much almost like a DJI refresh thing that was going on. So how far that goes, I have no idea yet. But it says you can download the firmware 2.5.18 through the website at the auteldrones.com page. Here's the instructions for the video for manual firmware upgrades. So they also went upload on YouTube, which you will find in the link in the description below, where it leads to the official Autel site itself. If you encounter any bugs, glitches, lack of functionality, or other problems with the app, please let us know immediately by contacting our customer service at 1844-MY-Autel, which I did, because I still have the issue that when I do hyperlapses and my drone is stationary, as soon as it comes darker, my picture looks just like this. And this is terrible. It's really terrible. It's too fluctuated. I actually had to redo my IMU calibration. I had to do my compass calibration and my gimbal calibration, because I had, after the update, I had a gimbal tilt, horizon tilt, which was really bad. Besides that, I like that they have that new menu that you can slide off open on the left, where it shows you multiple functions and what stationary or what function is activated at this point on your Autel app, and also how your drone, in what flight mode your drone is at, how your GPS location is, and all that stuff. They added all those things. Nothing really had changed for the intelligent flight modes. Everything seems to be the same. And yeah, besides that, this was pretty much a small update. There was nothing really that you had to update every battery. So it's just like an update, just a firmware update for the drone itself. Another issue that I've encountered lately has been that when I am flying and wind all of a sudden starts coming up, the drone does not stay stationary. Currently, in its state with the way she flies and the whole thing with the calibration, I'm not 100% confident, to be honest. I can't be 100% confident because I'm always afraid that my $2,000 hard-earned money, cash, is just going to drop out of the sky. It's going to do something weird. It's kind of funky how that works, because I have been flying this drone a lot, and I'm usually very, very satisfied with it as long as I stay above land. As soon as I come a little bit over ocean and stuff, I have this really tense situation going on. And I'm hoping that a new update is going to come in soon that is going to fix that horizon tilt issue. That is kind of like a big thorn in my eye, because I like to hyperlapse sunrises, sunsets, and all that stuff. And this drone at this current state, with the gimbal being off like that during low light feature, or during low light times, is really bugging me, and it's really getting on my nerves that they're not addressing it. I really hope that they're gonna follow through with it, And yeah, besides that, I have had no issues. Like I said, the only part that I have is with the current wind coming up. All of a sudden, at first there was no wind, and then all of a sudden wind starts coming up. She doesn't stay necessarily stationary. She starts floating off against the wind, and I guess she's overcompensating. So I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm gonna run another set of calibrations, try to see if there's any differences gonna happen. I'm not sure about it, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a quick one. Like I said, if you guys like this episode, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and get notified as soon as I upload something else about the Autel Evo 2 or anything else that comes actually up on my channel. And happy holidays. I hope you guys have a good, awesome, safe New Year's Eve. Don't forget, COVID-19 is still out there to get you. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and all, be a nice human. Aloha, everybody. Take it easy.